What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, and today we are starting a journey for the Dragonball Super card game. I need another card game to obsess over. Pokemon is great. I love Pokemon. My Pokemon content and my Pokemon love are going nowhere. But I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have been a one card game man for far too long, and if I can ever get into this box, we are going to be doing a Dragon Ball Super opening. Now, I have gone for the second expansion, Union Force. Initially, I just asked my good friend Matthew Cotton, and he said, Ross, you know what? Set 2 is the one to go for. I've done a bunch of research, and turns out it really is. Now, I've had a quick look at the cards that I should be trying to get in this particular box, and it turns out there is a secret rare. The odds are very low. We're talking like 1 every 12 boxes, maybe. And similarly... Oh, okay. Has anyone else noticed the camera going nuts? And of course there was an awkward cut there because my camera started going crazy. But we fixed it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I was saying, there are secret rares. There's 1 in the set, but it's something like 1 every 12 boxes. If I'm wrong, I'll put up on screen to fix it. Similarly, there is what's called a God Pack. Ooh, Minor Kai just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Yay! Thank you. And there is what's known as a God Pack, which is all the rares, which again is about 1 a case, 1 in every 12 boxes. But what we're looking for is essentially the secret rare. There is Hidden Awakening Kale, super rare, that's a good card. Jiren Fist of Justice, they're the 2 super rares, and the special rares we're looking for Perfect Force Cell and Repeated Force Vegito. Although I don't have any cards other than my starter deck at the moment, so to be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, as long as I get some staples, I'm good. The thing I'm finding is, most decks I'm trying to make either have Jiren, Force of Justice, or Fist of Justice, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, or they have Hidden Awakening Kaelin, and they're both very expensive cards, and that makes me a little bit sad. So, yeah. Ooh, they have handy little opening bits on them. That's nice. So, Pokemon don't have them. That makes me happy. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can draw some of these lovely cards. And we have a... Let's do it this way around so we can actually see what I'm getting. A Father-Son Kamehameha. Ooh, Expanding Energy, Android 17. The general rule is if I've heard of these cards, they're probably quite good. We have a few other comments here. Cell Absorption, which may or may not be good. Leap to the Future Son Goten, I know that's a good card. As is Mighty Master Mysterious Warrior, I've heard of that one. Bundle of Curiosity Goku, I definitely know. And, ooh, here's a shiny card. What do we get? Absolute God Fuse Zamasu. Ooh, a Fuse Zamasu. Now, I'm probably pronouncing some of these names wrong because I don't know them very well. But that doesn't seem like a bad pack to start off with. If anyone knows the game, let me know if that leader is actually any good. But I'm calling that a decent pack number 1. Got myself a nice rare leader. And it's shiny and everything. Sweet. So, there really is. There's just those 2 cards that I'm really after more than any others. So, Mighty Attack Son Goku, I've vaguely heard of. Some Obedient Soldier I've not really heard of. Uncountable Many Cell Jr. Gotta love those little baby cells. A nice little Vegeta who doesn't love Vegeta. Ready to Strike Piccolo and Infinite Force Fuse Zamasu. That is apparently a super rare. I think super rare, not special rare. I'm not 100% convinced of the difference, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently, this box wants me to play Zamasu cards. Because it's really been like, hey, have you seen this dude? He's pretty good. We're 2 for 2 on them. A rare and I think super rare. But if it's a special rare, I am okay being corrected. Yes, like trying to get a Tapu Lele in a Guardians Rising box. Another Expanding Energy Android 17. A card I'm familiar with, which means it must be a good one. Trunks' Time Machine I've heard of, which is nice. A bunch of cards I don't know. Kibito, which I've seen in a deck list, and I do not understand why it's good. Oh, a nice little Yamcha. Ooh, and Evolving Life-Formed Cell. This is a card that goes in an Android's deck. And I'm going to be honest, of the decks I've been looking at so far, ladies and gentlemen, Androids appeals to me greatly, as does, well, I mean Mecha Freezer, but you know, Mecha Freezer is borderline broken, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of being cheeky with that one. So, bunch of cards I'm not really terribly aware of. Cell Absorption, I do like Cell. Unyielding Spirit Trunks, that's a card with which I'm familiar. That one's pretty good. Raging Spirit Son Gohan, that's a good card that people like. Oh, Toby, I have a brother-in-law called Toby. And Overpowering King Cold. That's me rare. Is it any good? I don't know. Let me know in the comments section. Like I've said, if I've not heard of these cards, I generally tend to believe that they're actually not terribly good. Because, well, what I basically did was learn how to play the game, and then I went and started looking at a whole bunch of deck lists. And I thought, you know what? Let's figure out these deck lists. So if I've seen them in deck lists, they're probably good. We've got a Martial Arts TN. That's a good card, maybe? No, it is pretty good. I've heard of that one. Nice. Another Leap to the Future Trunks. That's nice. Ooh, that might go in an Android's deck. You never know. Bunch of cards I've not heard of. Mighty Mask, another card which is pretty good. Bulma, Supporter of the Future, and Ultimate Evil Dark Prince Vegeta. Not bad. Try and get it with no glare on. Well, that's a weird new Pokemon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is not Pokemon today. It will be, don't worry. Pokemon's going nowhere. But I'm sorry. I have a new love, so to speak. Because let's face it, we don't all play one video game. Why should we all play one trading card game? The answer is, we shouldn't. So, got another Android 18 card, which is always quite nice. Hercules, or Hercule. I mean, I loved him. Twin Sister Android 18, I know is good. In fact, all of these cards I've seen. Courageous Heart Yajirobe. Yes, all cards I'm familiar with. And a Full Power Vegeta. Now, even if I don't ever play a Vegeta deck, any of these rare Vegeta cards I can get hold of, you know, I like Vegeta. And I don't think I'm the only one. You know, watching Dragon Ball when you're a kid. Come on, let's face it. Everyone liked Vegeta. Vegeta was cool. Vegeta was a kind of, you know, he was bad, but actually we kind of loved him anyway. We have a Babidi Leader card. For those of you that are new to the game, Leader cards are double-sided. You flip them over when you're not doing too well. So it's a cool mechanic. I like it. It also means I'm going to have to get some see-through penny sleeves. We have another Leap to the Future Son Gohan. Another Kibito. A Cell's Birth. And we have... Oh, nice! That is one of the ones we were looking for, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of the ones we were looking for. Hidden Awakening Kale. It's a super rare. It finds its way into loads of decks. And it's a 3 or 4 of. Generally speaking, it's going for about $32 at the moment. About $30 is about what you'll pay. Although that's in the US. In the UK, the prices are dumb. So UK people basically have to buy them from the US. Because, you know, the prices are dumb. And I don't really want to buy a playset for $32 cards. Oh, I'm delighted. That was literally, other than the secret rare, the #1 card I wanted to pull. Will I be doing gameplay of this game? Yes. Oh, yay! Trunks Hope for the Future. A leader card with whom I will be experimenting. I mean, it's only an uncommon. I was likely to pull one, but it's nice that I did. Terrible Creator Android 20. I know that's a fun card. Mafuba's a fun card. Oh, Majin Buu. My Supporter of Hope works very well with Trunks, so that's nice. And we get ourselves Fusion Warrior Super Saiyan Vegito. Another rare leader card. Nice. I will take that, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, literally it's the Secret Rare and then Hidden Awakening Kale. They were the two. Now, if this box wants to give me another Hidden Awakening Kale, I am fine with that. I've not seen Goku New Hyper Beast form. Not one with which I'm familiar yet. Apologies for that. So we have a bunch of other new uncommons and commons. We will speed up a bit as we go. Oh, there we go. Another Trunks. Twin Sister Android 18 is good for Android decks. And... oh, don't really know who even that is. Videl, Twin Brother Android 18, Father Son Gallic Gun, and Repeated Force Vegito. That is a super rare. I think super rare. I don't really know what secret rares look like, but I'm pretty sure these are the super rares that I've pulled so far. I've also pulled 3 of them. I don't know how many I should be expecting, but I like to think that's pretty good. That makes me happy. Now, in terms of other videos, yes. What I would ideally like to do, and this depends on how much time I've got and how into it you guys are, but I would like to do everything, essentially. That is a good sell. I like that sell. It goes in Android decks. I want to do videos about Dragon Ball Super news. I want to do go to tournaments, record games and commentate over them. I want to do deck reviews. I want to do top 10 lists. I want to do for Dragon Ball what I've done for Pokemon. And we get a lightning speed Vegito. Oh man, I've set up a light to minimize the shadow, but it apparently is causing glare on some of these cards. Now, as it stands, like I say, there are some Dragon Ball content out there, but there's a lot of just, here's a deck review, I'm showing you the cards. And I really want to, you know, I want to have a high-level channel like I have for Pokemon. That's what we're talking about. Now, it's not a very expensive card. I could pick one up for like £1, but I still needed my androids. I needed my Android leader card, and now we have an Android leader card. And that's important. Like I say, it's not a terribly expensive card. It wasn't like I was going to have to go and spend loads on it. But it's still nice to find a copy of it anyway. There's another Yajirobe, that's good. Another Yamcha, and another Rare Zamasu card. And if you are watching this on YouTube after the fact, feel free to correct my pronunciations. I need to learn. I do need to learn, and they are good-looking cards. I am a huge fan of this. There was a Dragon Ball game, came out when I was a kid, and I collected that. And I found it the other day, and I looked at some of the cards. They're not great-looking cards, to be perfectly honest. So it's quite nice that these are just generally beautiful cards. Oh, that's indeed Krillin. Krillin getting a little bit of action there. Father-Son Kamehameha. Decent card. Again, I haven't heard of half of these cards, but I've generally been learning by reading deck lists. So, you know. And Trunks, Creator of the Future. You've got to love Future Trunks. It was kind of like everybody loves Vegeta, and then we learn about Future Trunks, and everyone just goes, whoa, Future Trunks is also incredibly cool. So that was the first half of the box done. Now it's time for the second half of the box. I'm not a fan of cutting these openings into 2 videos, so we're just going to go all the way through. So a God Pack would be nice. Secret Rare would be nice. Another Hidden Awakening KO, Jiren Fist of Justice. Just putting it out there. Terrible Creator Android 20. I like that card. Very nice for Android cards. It basically allows you to search for androids. And that's good if you're playing an Android deck. Creator's Heart Yajirobe and... ooh, another super rare. Trunks, the Constant Hope. The super rare cards are lovely and shiny. I mean, essentially here, the best way, and it's like this with every game, the best way that you can really build a deck in any game is really buying singles. Buying booster boxes aren't really all that useful, but I just really wanted to open a booster box, to be honest. It looked like fun. So, you know, that, another one of those sell cards I like so much. So... you know, I really should have just bought singles, but I really wanted to open a box. So if I could get, you know, a box worth of cards in it, that would be lovely. That would make me feel better about my purchase. Mighty Mask is good, I like that. Bundle of Curiosity Son Goku, and the rare is Ultimate Evil Dark Prince Vegeta, which I already have. which I don't think is an amazing card. Which is a little bit sad, but because that means that I want my rares to be good. That would be nice. I would like some good rares. But, I've already got a Hidden Awakening Kale. That makes me happy. Videos explaining the rules. I really want to do more videos in terms of helping you to understand metagame decks. In terms of the rules, there is an app. Go on iOS, and other Androids, that's really cool. Go on iOS, search Dragon Ball Super, download the app. The app is brilliant at teaching you the rules of the game. I don't think I can do a better job than the app. And then the theory is I come in after the app and teach you how the good decks work. And we have Cooler, Blood of the Tyrant Clan. Woo! Gotta love a bit of Cooler. I don't know if you actually do have to love a bit of Cooler, but I'm saying you do. There does appear, and again, I'm woefully uninformed about Dragon Ball. I am starting the journey. But it does seem a little bit like you get a holo in every pack. It looks like all the rares and all the super rares are holo, which is quite nice. So we get ourselves a little bit of a Beerus. Vegeta, the Proud Father. Oh, here we go. A Goku Black leader card. Goku Black, the Bringer of Despair. Again, it's one of these, I think I should have one of all the leader cards, just in case any of them ever end up being really good. Because you basically, you have a leader card, and then from there, you build your deck around it. So you never need more than one leader, but maybe there's a situation in the future where there's a leader card that no one thinks is good, and then a bunch of new cards get revealed, and then all of a sudden that leader card that nobody thought was good, all of a sudden becomes good, and you need a copy. Inherited Will Super Saiyan Son Goku. There's me rare, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the old Dragon Ball CCG cards were ugly. Except, you could get these really thick, kind of silvery hollow ones. I've got a Piccolo and a Nappa of all things. And those cards were beautiful. I'd love to go and grab myself a set of those cards. But it really is kind of, other than them, they were ugly. So there's another Growing Evil Lifeform Cell, which I kind of need, so that's nice. Ooh, a Cooler, Leader of the Troops leader card. It's got the word leader in it. Nice little double back there, that's kind of cool. Another card of Krillin getting some action. Iron Hammer of Justice, Android 16. It's only a common. I need more of them. That's a really good card, at least as far as I can figure out. As always, arguments in the comment. And we get... Ooh! Nice. Ultimate Lifeform Cell. It's one of the rare leaders. And this is a leader which has been topping in a bunch of tournaments. It's been doing some work. And, rare leader cards, that's good. The rare leader cards, you can't guarantee getting them in the box. Now, one thing I have discovered about Dragon Ball Super, it seems like the sets are really big. So I don't think you get a play set of all the commons when you open a box. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Because I kind of want a play set of all the commons. Something is jerking my computer around and it's making me sad. There we go. So, we've got Son Goku, which is a leader card. Soul Unleashed Son Goku. And then, another TN. I never really liked TN in the games. In the TV show. He always seemed a bit lame. So we got another Android 20, which is quite nice. And we get a My Supporter of Hope and Chilled Army General. There we go. Don't really know what that is, but it might be good. Alrighty then. Already this is seeming a bit like a success. The only problem is, like I say, if you buy a box of Pokemon, you can guarantee a playset of every common, and you can all but guarantee a playset of every uncommon. Except when stuff like, what's it called? When Pokemon Catcher came out, they were like 2 a box, which sucked. It's not like that with Dragon Ball. You end up with a whole bunch of really playable cards that you don't get a playset of, which is kind of sad. Ooh, Father-Son Kamehameha. Unfortunately, I think I've already got one of those. And like I said, with leader cards, it's 1 per deck, so you just don't need another. Iron Hammer of Justice Android 16, I do like, however. Bulma Supporter of the Future, and... Piercing Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku, another little super rare. So I think that's 5 super rares. That's not bad. And we're not over yet. We might get more still. I think that's 5 so far, which is quite nice. I should be putting all the really good cards to one side so I can kind of bring them back triumphantly at the end. Who drew my playmat? Dan Middleton, the Diamond Minecart himself, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. Before he was famous, he drew my playmat. True story. So what else do we get? Another Goku Black leader card. There are uncommons I want a playset of. I could do kind of without some of these other ones. These two are quite nice playable cards. I like that. Another one of those. Twin Brother Android 17 and Nucleus of Evil Meta Cooler Core. It's another one of these leader cards. Nice and double-sided. And like I've said, it's nice to have the rare leader cards. Maybe they end up being really good. Maybe they don't end up being really good. But especially with rare leader cards. So, the rarities, we've got common, uncommon and rare. Then you've got super rare, which seem to be about half a dozen a box. Special rare, which I think are super rares that are fancier, but I could be wrong. And then you've got secret rare, but there's one in the set, and it's like one for every 12 boxes. So, you know, don't hold your breath for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Another Trunks is quite nice. I think I've got a playset of that one now, which is good. Another Trunks is Time Machine. Couple other cards. Twin Brother Android 17 and Relentless Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Nice. There are evolving cards in this game, which is a little bit strange to me. The fact, you know, because obviously I'm used to Pokemon and I'm used to evolving there. And it seems, and again, I'm still very new, but it seems kind of like a fairly loose, look, you can just evolve any of these into any of them, you're fine. But you've got to kind of pay an energy cost in order to evolve. It does seem like a fascinating game. Very fast-paced, very different. Although, weirdly, there is a Trunks Hope for the Future, I want to say. It's a promo card that's really hard to get hold of. It's not released over here yet. It's being released in about a week or so. And, yay, Unyielding Spirit Trunks. And that is basically Yuxi Level X. And it is as good in, well, maybe even better here than it was in Pokemon. Heartless Strike Freezer. Another little rare for us. Cool. Right, we've got 2 packs left. Secret Rare would be nice. God Pack would be nice. Jiren Fist of Justice would be nice. Or another Hidden Awakening Kale. That's what we're hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. What can we get in our last 2 packs? I live in hope. So we've got the androids again coming out. Quite nice. Oh, Metacooler Core. I've not seen that card yet. So that's, I've only got 1 copy of that. Good if it's not terribly playable. Of course, when I finish this, I'm then going to have to go back and have a look and go, right, how many of each common and uncommon that I want do I actually have? We have another super rare, Grand Evil Absorption Majin Buu. So that is 6 super rare in the set. Now, he did used to be Pokemon Dan. As for other trading card games, collectible games, maybe is the honest answer. The theory essentially is, I want to have a go at Dragon Ball and see how it goes. If I can turn myself from a Pokemon guy into a trading card guy, then absolutely. The problem is, learning a new trading card game. This is the last pack, by the way. It's very time consuming and it's very expensive. So I'm doing it for Dragon Ball because I really want to get into this game. But going into other games, I would really have to think hard about it. And there would have to be almost a guaranteed audience there. So, we get 1 more Leap to the Future Trunks, 1 more Mighty Mask, 1 more Vegeta. We have 1 rare card left. I don't think I got a rare card in this pack. Unless I dropped it. I dropped it. I absolutely dropped it. It's a Secret Evolution Cooler. It's a rare. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That was a weird ending to the stream. I was just like, I've got a Bundle of Curiosity Son Goku. It's a good playable card. But come on, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what we were after. All in all, I'll take that. We got a couple of the rare leader cards, which makes me happy. That's pretty nice. We got the Kale, and that is, of course, the most important thing. I don't really know how many of these cards are actually really good. Maybe some of them are really nice. Maybe some of them aren't. I don't really know. I need to do a lot more research. Certainly, I've not, heard of every one of these cards. But certainly, I got one of the cards I was looking for. So that will save me 30 bucks. And yeah, we will have to wait and see as we go through. These aren't all of my rares or better. Let's see if we can make a little collage here. I mean, we're clearly going off the end of the screen, but we can't have it all, ladies and gentlemen. We can't have it all. Oh, you can't actually see this right now. I'm still popping them on there. I just don't want to ruin any of them by double stacking. So, let's do this very gently. You got one of them, and one of them. I don't think that's a bad box. I don't know if it's an amazing box, but I think that's a pretty nice box. I certainly got the card I probably most wanted, and I got a whole bunch of commons and uncommons. Now the next job is to figure out exactly how many of each card I wanted that I got. But yeah, the artwork on these cards is stunning. Those of you that are interested in the game, I would heartily recommend getting into it. A lot of my friends are getting into it, and I figured, you know what? This seems like something I need to get into. So, ladies and gentlemen, a God Pack is all rares. It's like once every 12 boxes, you get a box where every card is a rare or better. I didn't get one. But that's okay. I can live with that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately, my box opening is over. So, usual rules apply. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Let me know what kind of Dragon Ball Super content you want. It is going to be coming thick and fast. I'm going to be covering this in a very literal way. Like I don't think anybody is at the moment. I think Dragon Ball Super needs somebody doing high quality videos several times a week, showing you everything, the news, the decks, etc. I want to be that guy. So I'm going to. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.